We are back post game. Pleasant Grove with a huge win, 48-17. We saw a record broken tonight. Tell us about it.
Ben Harmon had 6 passing TDs tonight, so breaking his own record by 1.
I didn't know it was his own record.
I believe it was.
Well, what a way to get back on track to break his season record as well.
Yeah, he, last year, what, he have 30 TD passes, or maybe it was 28, something like that. So he definitely got back on track, because that puts him for 9 for the season, I believe.
That's awesome. What do you think about it, Mr. Purtle? What do you think about the performance of your team tonight?
Well, it was pretty unique for me anyway to see 6 touchdown passes from Pleasant Grove, in the wing T offense. But you know what Coach Gibson does? He's not one-dimensional at all, and we jumped out pretty good. We kind of felt like we shut it down in the fourth quarter. It was 48-14, and it seems like they had some big passes in the first half, but it looked like we made some defensive adjustments to take that away and start putting some pretty good pressure on that quarterback, and that made some.
This guy knows football too?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Smart and knows football. Rare combination. I know football. I'm not that smart though. Man, the halftime performance from the band was amazing. I liked it.
They're doing a really good job. Mr. Dees is really doing a good job with the program and growing the program. And this is his first full year, but there's a lot of excitement around our band program too.
So you're 3 games in. Go ahead, sorry.
And just want to recognize our showstoppers also, because they are a lot of fun to watch.
Oh, yeah, they did do a great job. Amazing. I'm sorry. But, man, so you're 3 games in and laying the smackdown on people.
Well, I told Mr. Marshall before the Paris game, before our first game, his first game as high school principal and my first game as superintendent, I told him if we go 0-1 tonight, we may not have a job on Monday. So, we're really happy to be 3-0 right now.
It is that serious, isn't it?
Not that bad.
Sergio had a huge night.
He did. He caught a few passes tonight.
How many touchdowns did he have?
He ended up with two or three.
Yeah,
and
2 deep.
Of course, 2 of them were deep. And so, I think at halftime he had 148 yards already.
Man, he can get open.
Was any of y'all surprised with the game plan for this one? Totally different than what I thought.
know. It was like watching a different team, throwing the ball all the time. It was fun. Yeah. Bruce had a huge night.
I think they used it to catch Atlanta off balance. It kind of shocked
Wasn't that the first play of the game? It went for like 80?
Yeah.
It was the first play of the game.
That's great.
Reminded me a lot about our first state game. Just go ahead and hit them quick.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead and hit them quick.
Yeah, first player off the bat, touchdown. Logan Johnson's run down there, was it on 4th down when he scored?
He's
huge.
so quick.
Man, he's got
so fast.
So much speed.
Around the corner, and he had it.
Yeah, he's really pretty impressive when he gets in some space. And Sergio, I'm so impressed with Sergio. He's not that big of a kid, but
not at all.
But he can go. He plays big on offense. He plays big on defense. He is a player that is very, very important to this team.
Oh yeah.
In that first quarter, Coach used their aggressiveness against them. He knew Atlanta was going to come out at them, running hard at them. That's what he did. He ran that little screen pass. He threw them. He used their aggressiveness against them.
I will say though, I'll give this to Atlanta. They didn't quit.
Oh no.
The score is going to indicate it got bad, but I'm telling you, it felt a lot closer than what it was.
You may beat Atlanta, but you'll definitely feel it tomorrow. They were hitting pretty good early.
Yeah, their middle linebacker, number 7, was pretty good.
Hats off to that running back, number 8. I think his name is Dre Nelson. He ran hard all night long.
He's quick as well. He was a lot faster than what I expected.
I'm going to be kind of excited to see the numbers from the defense, minus that one big play they had. I'm going to be kind of excited to see what they did tonight.
Well, and I was impressed by the inside guys. Cameron Weekly came up big. Jamie came up big. And, of course, Nick Martin was Nick Martin. He laid one hit that we got another guy that might be in PE again on Monday. Just painful hits.
Yeah. So much fun watching this team.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, Gladewater next week, another ranked team.
I think they're up 48-28 or 48-20 on center tonight in the fourth quarter.
Hawks are coming to town next week. Good luck. I got to say, quarterback just threw 6 touchdown passes. We have one of the top running backs in the state. I don't know what you're going to do.
And a defense that is not too shabby either.
Oh, yeah. Let's don't mention our 5 recruits on defense that are D1 prospects.
Yeah.
It's nuts. Man, it's such a good time.
But I also know Coach Gibson. And I know that he won't let the head get too big.
Oh, yeah.
He'll build confidence in those kids but he'll have them ready to play on Friday night.
I got a different feel from Coach Gibson in pregame show. I don't know what it was. He was real quiet, kind of.
He was totally different.
Something I felt it. I don't know if this was personal or what, which I'm not saying it was. Probably wasn't.
Sure.
But it was a different feel than week one.
He used the word focus, and said that he really doesn't get nervous. But he was definitely more focused for this ball game, and I think he had the team that way too.
Yeah.
I mean, they really came out good, and I thought 21. I was proved wrong, but I like being proved wrong this way.
Another big win for the Hawks.
Well,
I mean, we all kind of knew it was going to happen, but
on top of that, I got word that this was a record crowd at this field at Hawks Stadium.
I've got
tonight.
a feeling they're going to break that here in a couple weeks.
I think when Carthage comes to town, the record will be broken again. I feel pretty sure about that. And we're looking at what are we going to do around here to
I can tell you
be able to accommodate the number of people here.
I know a guy you can hire, and he'll go find you some seats to bring. He's sitting to your left.
We may be making a phone call.
I make stuff happen. I don't even know anybody that has them, but I'll find them. We'll go to Mud and we'll bring their stuff up here. I'm just joking, Mud.
We're excited about that. And like I said, we think there are going to be some pretty big-time college football coaches that are going to be here. Probably some helicopters coming in with those coaches on them for that Carthage game. And because Carthage has a number, about 4, I think, recruits that are being recruited from Arkansas, and we have 3 that have been offered from Arkansas. I think they have 2 commits that have been that are committed to Arkansas. So
that's going to be a fun game.
We anticipate
Well, I'm definitely hoping I look in shape when he arrives. I think I have a little eligibility.
We may or may not have Coach Morris on the show with us that day.
That'd be fun.
We're going to ask some tough questions. I don't know what those are, but we're going to figure them out.
Yeah.
We'll let Craig ask them. Man, another great night for your school, another great night for your program.
Absolutely.
I'm proud for y'all. It was a fun night.
Very fun night.
Let's do this. Let's go to a minute and a half commercial break real quick, and we'll come back. We'll start grabbing a couple of the players, see what they have to think about it. Appreciate your time.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Thank y'all.
Appreciate you, sir.
If you find yourself in need of emergency care, come see us at Texarkana Emergency Center. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We are locally owned with board-certified physicians for all your emergencies. We accept all private insurance. At Texarkana Emergency Center, we have on-site lab, pharmacy, x-ray, ultrasound, and CT. Come see us at Texarkana Emergency Center. Real ER without the wait. The next generation of emergency.
It's been a good week to be you, has it not?
Yes, sir.
That's your first D1 offer, University of Arkansas. Come out tonight and show out. Man, tell me about your week.
Man, it's a blessing. I'm from Arkansas. I always wanted to have an Arkansas offer, and God bless me.
Oh, man. Coach called me after, and I was like, man, we should have came and videoed that. Hey, it'd have been great. But, man, looks like you have a lot of big things coming your way. I watched you a lot tonight. Got some video of you. I like the way you're shifty, moving, playing real aggressive. Where do you see yourself going from here? What do you think you need to work on in your game?
I'm trying to work on my technique and my pass rush and get my body right.
I like it.
I know that you're excited about being able to go to the University of Arkansas if that's where you choose to go. But how does it feel to see so many people not only here around you at this school, but middle school and just in the city in general that are excited for you for having this opportunity?
It feels good. Feels good.
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
First of all, congrats, man.
Thank you.
And one thing, if you end up going there for sure, you're going to be in good hands. Coach Traylor, I know Coach Traylor. He is a heck of a football coach. I don't know the head coach, but I know him, and you'll be in good hands up there.
And
we're on the way up, I promise you.
And one thing I want to tell you is when you get there to the University of Arkansas, be sure to leave me some tickets down.
We have a feeling my man's going to have a lot of offers coming in real quick. But we know you're a huge Arkansas fan. You have a big choice to make, and you're a junior, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you got a lot of time. They're about to start flowing in. Oh yeah, especially after these performances you keep doing. Fun to watch.
Thank you.
I just can't believe this defense, especially that defense at the front is so young, so much talent, and so dominant.
So much
It's
size.
crazy.
Those are some big old boys, man.
Like Landon and Marcus came on for a second, and I know them. I knew they were juniors, but I couldn't help calling them seniors. Like, it's just hard to believe all y'all are juniors.
Dominant.
Yeah, it's crazy. Good times.
How do you feel y'all played tonight?
Very dominant. I'm going to say it again. Dominant.
Yeah.
Feels good.
I think we all took y'all by about 3 touchdowns. Everybody.
I took y'all by. Let me do quick math. I can't do quick math. I took y'all by 31 points.
No, he didn't.
What I said.
No, he
Three guy was like 31 points. Game over. Don't let them lie to you. Anyway, brother.
I was 21 though.
Yeah, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Everybody out there is proud of you. You can't see this, but there's people standing over here. Everybody's videoing. A lot of people are proud of, and we are too. Man, go enjoy it with your team, and we'll be at Gladewater next week. Looking to see you have another big week.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother.
We'll get you back
Just
on.
take a quick 30-second break, and I think we'll grab Sergio. Appreciate it, brother. Great
Thank
game.
you. Thank you.
Beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful, handcrafted stone is our passion, and we ensure our customers receive the quality they deserve. We stand by our word, we stand by our products, services, and work that we do. Our team of experienced craftsmen and product experts have been perfecting their craft of fabricating and installing stone since 1998. Visit the Design Center at Red River Lumber to see the many beautiful stone options available for your next project.
We are back with the All-American Landon Jackson. Another huge night, another big win for the Hawks. Man, tell me about this game. It looks like you're playing a lot of passion tonight.
We really just came in because, like, we know how athletic they've been the past 3 years we played them. We just came in making sure we play full speed, play them like they're any other team. Because, like, we obviously knew, like, we could score a good amount on them. But, like, we came in playing the same way we play any other team. We aren't going to let up like we did last year.
Man, I saw you in the backfield. It seemed like every single play. I noticed they were trying to run away from you the entire night,
Yes, sir.
but still came away. I hadn't even seen stats, but I'm sure you had a big stat night.
Yes, sir. I think I had 2 sacks and around 9 tackles.
You had another 2 sacks?
Yes, sir.
Is that
my
7
God.
for the year?
That's 7 for the year.
7 for the year.
This guy's trending to break everybody's record in sacks. This is nuts.
Leading up to this game, we heard there was a little bit of chatter.
There was a
So
lot.
Did that motivate you guys to come out here?
That really just pushed us, made us want to go even harder. And like we said, I mean, Atlanta needs to stick to track.
That's normal for this week, though, anyway.
Oh, man, that's great.
Well, it was good to see y'all holding them down. I mean,
sir.
17 points. You know, last year I think it was 35-49, if I recall. So, you know, we scored as many points as we did last year, you know, give or take. And it's good to see us hold them. I think the last week they gave up, or they got 2 long scores. And it was good to see, you know, us not give up multiple scores that way.
Yes, sir. See, we switched up our defense a lot since last year because just looking back on last year's game, we watched film all week over it, and we knew we weren't going to allow a team like they're athletic and they can play football, but we weren't going to allow them to score 35 on us again because our defense is just too good to get 35 scoring on us.
Well, man, we'll let you get back with your friends and family.
Yes, sir.
Great night. Appreciate you coming on the show, and we're planning on, I think, being at Gladewater next week. So we'll see you ball out
Yes,
there.
sir.
All right, brother.
Sounds
Appreciate it.
Great
Quick
game.
commercial break. We'll be right back with Sergio.
Good game, Landon.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we are back, man. Sergio, dude, you had a huge night.
Yes, sir.
And what? Let me check these gloves. These dudes got hands. Get open. Look at this extra stickum on there.
No, doesn't
These
feel
don't
like
feel
it.
that
He
sticky.
says he's a natural.
I guess he's
feel too
just
bad.
got hands. That's what it is. What it is, man.
Phenomenal game.
Oh yeah,
you.
big
First
time.
half was wonderful.
Yes, sir.
I mean, your ability to get open is like, it's just crazy. I'm sitting there watching you. How does he create so much separation?
My coaches usually just tell me run away from the defenders.
He was just outrunning them, man. Sergio was just outrunning them today.
Yeah, you got elusive speed, man. It was fun to watch.
How many touchdowns did you have tonight? 2 or 3?
3.
That puts you at 5, right?
4 or 5, yes, sir.
Well, I know you had 2 last week, I think.
I had 1.
One?
Yes, sir.
They had you down for 2.
That one down there in the corner of the end zone, man, that was a great catch.
Yeah, it pushed me right into the pylon, so.
Yeah, man, it's awesome. So, you know, another 3-0 start for the Hawks. Big win. You know, what do you think about this? I know you don't want to look ahead after a huge night like you just had, but, you know, this Gladewater team next week, you know, are y'all trying not to look forward to Carthage?
Every week we're preparing for the team ahead. I mean, Carthage, Gilmer, all the way to Spring Hill, week 10.
But this next week, I mean, they got the edge on us last year, and we plan on giving it to them this year, not giving up.
Awesome, man.
It's good to hear.
Yeah, great football game. And, man, we enjoy watching you play. I can't wait to watch you more this season. Yeah. All right, we'll be right back. I think we're going to bring Logan Johnson on. Great game, Sergio, dude. Great game, man. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks, Sergio.
Man, we're back with Logan Johnson. Man, you got some speed.
I appreciate that.
What was it, 4th and 3? It's from my end of the field, it's hard for me to tell how far y'all were away, but it looked like it was about midfield, kind of.
Yes, sir.
You get to the edge and
just burned out on them. I mean,
it was a great play because they had, I guess, the blitz on, and Ben made a play, floated it right to him.
Yeah.
And he went about 50 on him real quick.
Is that called screenplay?
Actually, that was it was a design run or a design pass to the other side, and I'm supposed to block off the edge, and he just
kind of a busted play.
Switched and saw it. I mean, that's just him being a great quarterback, you know.
That's great awareness on both of y'all's part.
Yes, sir. And he just dumped it to me, and just.
How about your quarterback tonight? 6 touchdown passes?
I mean, it's all props to him, man. He leads his team really good. I mean, he's a great quarterback, great friend, great brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, ever since I moved here, he's been like a really big leader to me. You know what I'm saying? And I've got to build a relationship with him this year, and it's really nice. He's a great quarterback.
Well, keep that relationship going, because I want to see you get out in the open field more often.
Yes, sir.
You look good.
Yeah, look real good. So, I mean, how do you grade your team's play tonight?
Obviously, there's aspects we got to work on, you know, but we played really well as a team, and I would say it's really good. Like we went, I mean, heart and soul, full tilt, whole game.
Man, we're excited to watch you the rest of the season. That speed that I saw tonight, which we saw in the Hallsville scrimmage, I can't wait to see it on the big stage.
Yes, sir, I appreciate that.
All right, man. So, hey, we'll be right back. We're going to bring Ben Harmon on. Broke another record tonight, believe it or not. We'll be right back. Let's take a 30-second break. Appreciate it. We're back, man. Hey, we'll wait on the superstar. Record-breaking performance, 6 touchdown passes.
The man with the hot hand.
And he broke his own record. This seems to be a trend.
That's a nice trend to have.
You throw 6 touchdown passes in one game, and all of a sudden you're back on track to break that 30. But I know you're not a man that worries about records, but great leadership in this team today, man. It's fun to watch.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Tell me about the wide receiver. Sergio had a huge game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, couldn't do it without those guys and Coach Gibson as well, and protection up front. So, you know, it's really just pitch and catch. You know, Coach Gibson made great calls, basically told me who's going to be open, and Sergio, you know, he can fly and he can catch. So.
Did you expect to throw the ball that much as it not been?
Yeah, he told me we were going to stretch the perimeter some, so I anticipated to throw the ball some, but I wasn't trying to worry about it.
Yeah. Hey, when you get on Instagram tonight, look at this block Stanfield had up on Instagram. It's so dirty. It is so dirty.
It was. I bet it was.
I think I put on there, I said, my man's eating an IHOP tonight.
Yeah,
stole it from Craig, but whatever. But, man, looked like everything was flowing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he put up almost another 50 points. I mean, is there anything y'all can do better right now?
I mean, there's a lot of things we can improve on. We keep, you know, getting better. And, you know, offensively, I thought we looked great, you know, up front for sure. Up front, we took a huge step, you know, and Henderson had a great D-line, and Atlanta had a great D-line. And our O-line, you know, they worked really hard this week, and they paid off.
I have a feeling, I hadn't looked at everybody else's numbers, but I think it's going to be hard to beat Ben Harmon for offensive MVP for week 3. With 6 touchdown passes.
Yes, sir.
I would think that would be pretty safe.
I think they can go ahead and start etching it.
We were here earlier in the year against Paris, and I was impressed by your command on the field, your presence and awareness. Tell us what you were thinking on that 4th and 3 when you turned around and the defense was right there and you floated it right over to your running back and he took it in for a touchdown?
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, well, that was a design play, just kick it in jet motion and so I can get around and hopefully see landing, run a corner route, And they sent the whole house, everyone blitzed. So I just kind of reverse field a little bit, try to find someone, and I just saw Logan, was right there. He's an athlete. Dumped it to him, and he broke a tackle, cut back, and scored a touchdown and just made a play. And
he's definitely
it was really impressive.
Is he ever?
He's an impressive guy.
a little bit of speed.
We were talking to Sergio earlier. It was like, man, his ability to get so much separation has just got to be a quarterback's dream.
Yeah.
And he's not a big guy. It's just, he said coaches tell him to run away from other people. I'm like, well, makes sense. But man, another big game, 6 touchdown passes. Broke your own record. I mean, could tonight get any better for you?
No, can't get much better. We got to win. We had a great team win, so can't ask for
more. The crazy thing about it is, on the pregame show, I told him you would throw 6 touchdowns.
Did you?
Yeah.
I told him I felt like a record was being broken tonight, and y'all were going to win by 31 points. So I was right. On both ends. I hadn't been wrong this season.
We're proud you played good.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
All right, brother. Appreciate you taking time to interview with us. Man, congratulations.
Great game.
Great game. And we'll joke around like great game. It's fun to watch you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. We're going to come back with, no disrespect, my favorite player, Nick Martin. We're going to come back and see what he has to say. His head buster. All right, brother. Great game.
Thank y'all.
It's like 30
Find yourself in need of emergency care, come see us at Texarkana Emergency Center. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We are locally owned with board-certified physicians for all your emergencies. We accept all private insurance. At Texarkana Emergency Center, we have on-site lab, pharmacy, x-ray, ultrasound, and CT. Come see us at Texarkana Emergency Center. Real ER without the wait. The next generation of emergency.
All right, we are back, man. We got, no secret. My favorite player, Nick Martin. Love the way he plays football. Lighting people up again.
Yes, sir.
We got to check this kid's helmet. Where is your man? It's got to have some cracks in it. Need to put a visor on him the whole 9 yards if he isn't already scary enough.
Well, I was impressed by your TD run that you had.
Oh yeah,
you had to you had to work those last couple of yards, and it was impressive. So you moved the whole pile.
You really did it all tonight.
Yeah.
You had a touchdown run. I saw you had a sack here to help close it out at the end. How does it feel to come out and play a great game like that?
It just feels great to come out with the win, obviously, and the way that we did it in a dominant fashion was
after all that chattering all week.
Sir. Yeah, it's been just a lot of talking, and it's good that we went out there and dominated like we did.
I was on the goal line, and it looked like they kind of had you stopped, and the referee actually started running, and you could tell he was about to blow his whistle, and just out of nowhere, it was just like, oh, there goes Nick. It was awesome, man.
Nick, I love the intensity you play with.
Oh, yeah, it's so much fun watching you play.
Out there, it's fun to watch,
yes, sir,
man. Keep it up.
Yes, sir, thank you.
What gets you hyped up in pregame? What's on your playlist?
Oh, he's probably hitting the whoa.
He probably got some little Justin Bieber on there.
Got a lot of NBA YoungBoy and some Kevin Gates. Just getting hype, getting focused in the locker room.
Well, it's definitely working.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Man, keep it up. We know you have a ton of offers coming your way.
Yes, sir.
Man, this film has to just look amazing. So far, I know it's team sport and everything, but it is a lot of fun to watch Nick Martin play football.
Let me guess, he's a junior.
Yeah, I'm a junior, sir.
Oh, my God.
Nick, I was told by my son before this season started that you're the player to watch this year.
Sir, thank you.
So,
well, I showed up day one. I was like, that guy has it. And I was right. Hadn't been wrong this year. No, I'm kidding. No, Nick's real deal. Nick's real deal.
Yes,
man, you're going to have offers flowing in
sir.
Immediately, man. It's so much fun watching you play. Man, what could y'all have done better tonight? I mean, another huge win, but...
probably say in the secondary.
He's just thinking about something. He don't even know.
But we still had an overall good game. So
you had a great game.
Came out with the win, so we can't be.
All right, I think we're going to be in Gladewater next week. We got to check some internet down there, make sure everything's going to work. But we want to come down there and see the Bears helmet busted. And I heard you're the man for the job.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Hey, we're going to take another quick 30 seconds. We'll come back with Marcus Burris. Appreciate your time, brother. Great game, man.
No problem.
All right, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
line everybody up. 199.
And we are back. We got the man, Marcus Burris. He caused all kinds of trouble.
Yes, sir.
He looks so big out there compared to these other guys. I don't know what it is. Just like everybody's down here, and then you see Marcus's head way up here.
That's all of us. We've been hitting the weight room like hard. It's definitely paying off.
Man, how proud of you, Torrey Phillips?
Ah, man, I'm extremely proud of him. I mean, coming from a school like Hope, where you don't have as many opportunities as you have here, I'm very happy for him. Yeah, it's good. He definitely deserves it.
That's great, man. So, what kind of night do you feel like you had?
I feel like I had a pretty good night. I started off kind of rocky, I'm not gonna lie. Ended up with 2 sacks and a couple of tackles, so definitely helped the team. So
were you expecting Atlanta to throw the ball this much?
Yeah, because we prepared for the run. So when we prepare for the run, we stop the run, and that means they got to throw the ball. So yeah, I was expecting it. I mean, we stopped it though.
Does it feel good to serve them a big slice of humble pie after all the chatter and all that?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I definitely feel like the bigger person, and I know my whole team does too, because they've been talking like a lot.
Did that fuel y'all's fire?
Oh yeah, definitely. It made it personal, which it shouldn't be, but I mean, it's high school, so.
It's part of the game.
Yes, sir.
Well, y'all played terrific.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Marcus, I got a question for you. I know your trainer very well, and we were talking about you the other day.
Mm-hmm.
He said when you started coming to him, he could barely get you to speak. You had no intensity. He said now you're one of the most intense kids he has. What changed for you?
That's a good question. Just being around, confidence, being around people like push me, make me better. It's definitely my teammates helped me a lot with that. But I got a quarterback like Ben Harmon, the most vocal person I know, and he's helped me a lot.
Let me guess, you're a junior.
Yes, sir.
Well, man, tell me about this Texas LSU game. How was it?
That was crazy. Texas fans definitely showed up, and LSU fans too. I mean, Texas didn't come out with the win at home, but it was still a great game, and I was very grateful to go to that.
I think orange would look good on you.
I think burnt orange would look real good.
Yeah, you know.
I do have a question though. Once you go to Texas, make sure I get some tickets down.
All right, man. Well, great night. We'll probably be at Gladewater next week, looking for you to have another big game.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, bro. Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Good job.
Thank you.
If you find yourself in need of emergency care, come see us at Texarkana Emergency Center. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We are locally owned with board-certified physicians for all your emergencies. We accept all private insurance. At Texarkana Emergency Center, we have on-site lab, pharmacy, x-ray, ultrasound, and CT. Come see us at Texarkana Emergency Center. Real ER without the wait. The next generation of emergency care.
He's a great human.
We are back with Man of the Hour, Coach Josh Gibson. Huge win tonight.
That was a fun win. It was a great atmosphere. Started off with those skydivers, had PGY, probably had 200 kids in our youth system here, girls and boys, and then standing in the room only, going around, the whole entire rail. You couldn't ask for a better atmosphere on Friday night in Texas.
Pirtle told us broken attendance record tonight.
Say that again?
Pirtle told us you broke the attendance record
Yeah,
tonight.
That's what's awesome. In their community, too. Hats off to them. They were standing over there shoulder to shoulder as well. So Atlanta represented really well, and so did Pleasant Grove. And I think that's what makes, Texas high school football special.
How proud are you of Ben Harmon tonight?
Just really proud. He wanted to have a big game. We kind of started like this last year. We played 2 teams that a little bigger than us, and I say that, and you're like, man, you got those big D linemen, but as a team, and don't throw much the past couple of years in the first 2 games, and then really start opening it up. Mm-hmm. And we told them we were going to do that, and I said we're going to throw a ball first play, and we're going to try to keep making it rain. So you make good decisions, and then he throws 6 touchdown passes and breaks his own school record, and just couldn't be more proud of him. And Sergio too. I mean, Sergio, he's one of the littlest receivers. I've never seen a kid pound for pound at the receiver position make bigger plays than him. They're 2 special kids.
Yeah. In the pregame show, I talked to you about a possible trap game. Well, there's no trap here. The only trap kind of rabbit tonight. Tell us how your preparation during the week allows you guys to come out here and play this way.
I think the thing that's probably the best thing we do is get kids to understand from the time they're released on the bell. They're going to run down to practice, and you go, okay, that's fine. They do it every day. I mean, they have bad days at school, and they've been sitting in a classroom for 6 hours, and they sprint down, and then they come out here, and we're going to go through a stretch, and we'll go through it 2 times that they don't do it right, and we don't ever have to go through it 2 times. For 15 to 18-year-old guys, their maturity, it blows me away how much they buy in and believe. And I think that's what makes it special. Our coaches hold them to high standards. They answer the bell. They come from great parents who want them to have high standards, and it's a match made in heaven. I think the way we do things and then the way our kids buy in. And it's not perfect, but we dang sure try to be every day.
I just want to say one more thing. Like, I've been here for a couple of times, and I told you this before, just to be here, there's something special going on here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can just feel it, and that's all because of you and the way you carry yourself in front of the kids and stuff, and it's good to see.
Well, it's special because you saw how many people were here, so many people involved in this, parents, community, administration, kiddos. And then what we're trying to do this year is we've been given some gifts ability-wise, and then what are we doing with our platform to impact our youth, our community, our school, and we know that we didn't earn those. I mean, a lot of those gifts we don't earn. We don't earn being 6'6". That's given to them by their parents, by God, and we're going to try to honor our school, our community, and honor God in the way we play, and that's why I'm as proud as our kids as anything, because they buy in and they do it, and it's a special place. You're right.
It's definitely good to see.
How do you feel your defense played tonight?
It's physical. You know, Atlanta's fast, and I think they're a really good football team. Those kids get loose and they're gone. And you know, they had a couple of big runs.
That
but
little number 8's good.
Yeah, I mean, and a bowling ball on top of it, and he can take a hit. But we were really playing physical football. There was a lot of hits being delivered in that game, a lot of blows. And a lot of kids playing fast. You know, that was Torrey's best game. That Marcus played relentless in that game, and to see 275-pound kids run like that. But I think we had, once again, 11 kids playing really well on our defensive side of the ball. The whole team like that, the 17 points is special. And, you know, one of them's a tip ball.
Yeah.
But they did. Their kid played it, and he got in, so you can't take it away. But I was proud of the way our kids played.
I'm not going to argue about the 17 points, but it looked like 14 to me, but I could be wrong.
maybe so.
It was 17.
And that's what, man, we're still coaching there at the end, you know, and pushing them. But, they earned their points, and then I thought we did a good job earning ours. The one thing that we haven't had an opportunity to talk about yet is how many kids got to play and carry that ball at the end of the game. And I say the end of the game, 3 minutes in. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. We got a lot of kids that invest in this program, and they all had an opportunity to go shine and play. And the kiddo at the very end, number 12, EJ. I mean, EJ might have broke 130 pounds this year, and he busted his butt on scout team and running the way he was. That's cool for his position coaches to see, his parents to see, his classmates to see, and a lot of guys got to play football tonight.
Well, and I had a good time there at the end watching the starters. Watching those guys putting their time in.
And that's one thing. A lot of times you'll see them hanging out on the bench and playing and goofing around and celebrating together, but stay locked in, encourage your teammates and cheer for them the way they support you, and then play with class. That's what we were talking about in that timeout at the end. Didn't want something stupid to happen or goofy, and play the right way, and I was proud of them too, the way they were on the sidelines.
I think this is probably the best game I've seen this year as far as penalties go.
Yeah.
So it was definitely good to see, you know, a clean game.
Yep.
You know, from the penalty standpoint.
Offensively played super clean, and defensively, I told the kids at halftime, they got a kid who can sling the football, and that kid can throw it. I mean, he can throw it a country mile. Number 11 can go get the football, and if you throw 15 of those, you throw 12 of those, they're going to win some of those. They got good athletes, but we were right there in their hip pocket, and you know, making those refs make a judgment call. And I'd like us to play the ball a little bit better at times, but then the other times I'm fired up that we're right there with them.
I was glad to see it.
Yeah, I was a little surprised of how aggressive he was tonight. He was very aggressive. Ben looked great. I think I can speak for all of us on that.
Yeah. He did. He's a special kid. He's a gunslinger, and he makes a bad play call, a good one. He did that on that waggle where he came out, and then the kid's there, and he pops it to 26, who's Logan, and Logan makes a big run. And my dad was on the sideline watching. They don't have a college game this week, and I said, come here. I said, you see that play call, how great it was? And he knew exactly what I was saying. He's like, man, that's all your freaking quarterback right there. He's a dude. He's a gunslinger, and he makes things happen.
Coach, man, great win. We had a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah.
It's fun watching your team.
I'll say it every time. Thank y'all so much for what you're doing. I think you're doing something that's unique to high school football, and you're doing it for a bunch of programs here in Texarkana, making kids feel special, communities feel special, and we appreciate all the work y'all do for us. Thank you.
Appreciate it, brother. Well, that'll be it for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to go back. You can watch the pregame show. You can watch an unbelievable halftime show, and, of course, the postgame show. Appreciate you watching.